Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. In our last class, we have completed the product section. Let me implement the sales section. Right, that's the product section we have completed in our last class. Right. Okay. Now, what you're going to do first, we have to create the routes section. So routes, we have the routes. So here we have to create the select the folder which is the routes. Select right click new sales routes.js. Here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my product routes. Is same thing, just copy and paste it over here. Here also you have to write it as about the request coming here. You have to define the path here as inside the src folder sales. Here write sales controller. Right. When the request is this one, we don't need them, only we have a sales create page on. So you have to sales create. When the request is coming, it goes to the sales controller. It's also a sales controller create sales, which is the method is goes to create sales method. Right, that's it, that's the thing you have to write it. But then it will be passing the url to when the url is coming slash create. So you have gave the path of the control where your sales control is resided. It goes to that particular path. There is a method which will be created on that your sales function. You have to create as function. You have to you have to put the create. Okay, this method sales controller create sales action method. Okay, right. Now what you're going to do is I'm going to go to the model section. We have to create the two different models in order to communicate with the sales and sales details. Okay, so else, so your models you're right. First one is a sales dot js. Another one is a sales details.js. Sales details. Yes, right. So we have two different. You can put it here sales model.js sales. Okay, so I just keep here as sales.js, sales detail.js. So sales details JS. What you're going to do is I have a schema I'm going to create as look like this way. Right. So I'll be explain it. So sales model. Okay. So here, here only the I already told how to create the schema. Here only the sales schema which is we have named it as. Here we have specified the two different columns. One is the invoice ID, which is sales ID. Okay, so this is subtotal. Okay, so we no need this invoice ID also. We get rid of this one. We no need that. We have a sales ID. Sales ID we get it. Okay, that is sales ID is a invoice ID. Okay, so here only one column which is a subtotal. Okay, so here this table sales ID. Sales ID will be created automatically. We no need to create it. Okay, in this table, that sales ID goes to that sales details table. It's called as a foreign key. Okay, one to many relationship. One sales has many sales details. One order has many sales details. Okay, this is a sales ID. Okay, this sales ID. Okay, this sales ID has many sales details. Right? Okay, so how to implement the those stuff? Go here. These are the following columns you have to create. Okay, so here this is the relationship we have declaring the define the relationship. Okay, so we have defined the relationship. This is sales details. This is sales details. I am getting sales details. We have named the schema. Okay, here what I did here is first you have to call the foreign key. Foreign key mean I already explained the product model how to call the foreign key relationship. One category has many products. The same thing here also I have defined here. One sales ID has one sales as many sales details. So here sales details. Okay. So here sales ID here. This is the many. Okay. So here sales. Okay. The sales you have to call it over here. After that, here the sales items. One sales when sales consists of many sales details. Okay. Items. So what are the items? Sales product name, price, quantity, and total. Okay, so these are the products. Okay, so product name, price. Okay, if you imagine sales table, ID, subtotal, subtotal, sales details. Okay, so the ID, sales details ID, the sales ID, product name, price, quantity, total. Okay, so if I add one sales ID is 1, subtotal is 12,000. So if you have bought the sales ID here, the sales ID, this is the sales ID is coming here. This is the primary key coming to the foreign key over here. Here we have to make it as sugar price free 200, one quantity here 200. Okay, so here this one is we have to make it as 600. The second one, sales reaches ID 2, sales ID 2, sales ID is same sales ID, same order. I'm getting another product which is a chocolate. So chocolate price is 100, price is 500, 400 by 2 quantity which is a 400. Sorry, by 200. Okay, 200 by 2 quantity which is a 400. So altogether 600, the subtotal. Altogether 600 will be the subtotal. Okay, this is how the system will be working. Okay, okay. I hope you understand this scenario, how the sales and sales details works, right? So the same ID will be here repeating. Sales ID will be repeating. This is that's how we have implement the one-to-many relationship. One sales consists of many sales details. One sales consists of many sales details. Okay, one sales ID, it has a many sales details, right? So here I have write it like this. This is called as a foreign key. This is the primary key. Okay, okay. So, when the primary key is created, only this ID is created, only this one will be created. Okay, without created this sales part, without create the sales schema, sales detail won't create. First, we must create a sales schema. After that, sales detail schema is created, right? Okay. So after add the sales ID, the sales foreign key has been created. After that, it what are the product we have added? All the things we have to add here, right? So here it is mentioned as sales details. This one is a sales. This is sales. Okay, if you have to write it like this. Okay, right? So this is very must, very essential. These are the things. Very must. This is very essential. Okay, I hope you understood the things so far well. Right? So here there's only the subtotal. The ID should be auto increment. Okay, that ID is coming over here as a foreign key. Okay, it's a foreign key. It's coming the foreign key. Okay, so the example diagram here, this is the my previous project I have done it. So here you can see if you have any confused. Here sales and sales is table 2 are created. Here this is the sales ID first created. This sales ID is created here. This sales ID, this particular sales ID, which is also this here as a sales ID here. Here the number of items created. Here this one is created here. Number of items, there are 3 items. Here one sugar, jam. Here number of products will be created. This is how the system will be work. Okay, one sales ID consists of many sales details. One sales ID consists of many order details. Okay, so the order and order is likewise it's working. Right, now what you're going to do is we have done it successfully here, implement the relationship successfully. Now let me continue. The another thing is which is a sales controller. So I'm going to select the src folder. Here I'm going to create another folder which is a sales. This sales folder I'm going to create as a sales controller, sales controller dot js, right? So here what I did here is I already done this. I will be explaining. If I return and explain it, it take too much of time to complete the project. So I already done the program. So here first what I'm going to do is, so far first you have to implement this all the things. Okay, so this one no need them at the moment, we don't need them. Okay, okay, right. Now let's, okay, now here you can see here first I have implemented the sales controller. First I have at the server, you have to call the express server. After the routes, after that you have to write the, here we have given the two different path. Okay, here one controller, one here when you save the record, it goes to two different tables, sales table and sales details table. So you have to give the path of the model where your model is resided. Sales model is where it's resided. So here we have to the sales. This is sales, not sales model, sales. The sales, the model we have named it as this one, sales model. Second is a sales details model. So we have to pass sales details model. You have to write the path correctly. The sales model, sales details model. We have two different models. Okay. So after that, this is a function. Which what are the function we have created? If you have any doubts, go here. What's the function? Sales, create sales function. Come over here. Create sales function. So create sales function. This one you have to call it as outside create sales function. Right. Okay. So here you have gave the path correctly where your sales details and sales detail is resided. This is the path. Okay, this is the path you have given, right? So here you are, now you are in the which folder? SRC. Inside the SRC sales, inside the sales you are here. So you go double dot slash means go out of the folder, out of the folder SRC. So SRC out of the folder. So if you go out of the folder, there is a model folder. Inside the model folder you have to get the sales, the same thing like sales details elsewhere. Okay, define the path. Now we have to get this variable, assign to this variable. After this method, first you have to get the body. So when the request is coming from the front end, you will be able to check it. Put the console and check it whether all the values are coming or not. So you will be check it the request is coming or not. You can check it like this. After that, you have to write like this. So we need these things. No, we no need these things. Item I have get rid of this icon. We have to remove this one. Item ID. Okay, so item ID we no need. Sorry, invoice ID we no need. Only we keep subtotal. Okay, subtotal only we need. Okay, right. So what I did here is, so let's save them. Right. So we have get retrieve the details from the front end. Right, front end. Okay, sales subtotal and items. Okay, subtotal and items. Now it is subtotal, it will be goes to over here. Okay, so you have to when the request is coming from the front end, it passing the subtotal is goes to the sales table. Sales table is decided on this path, this model sales. So here we are, it's added the sales details. Okay, so this schema which will be created for the subtotal. It will be add and show the subtotal in this collection. Okay, so here second one, there is a save method, because sales table save method, right? After that, when the subtotal is created, the sales ID is created. After that, we have created the sales details table, the sales ID which is goes to the sales details table. So we have to the sales details. For the sales details, you have to get path sales details. So here first, what are the columns here? Here you can see the same columns you can see here as well. This model here, sales ID, the sales table ID which is goes to here. It is referred to this table, sales table. This refer to the sales table. You can write it here. Okay. After that, this item, product name, price, quantity, and total. That's the thing you have to declare here. So here, okay. So here item, you have to map it. Item map, you have to loop it while we adding the records. Here I comment what are the reference to save sales document. Okay, so here it will be loop it, product name, price item quantity total. Okay, so here price and total, it will be multiply and get the total over here, right? That's how we have add the details, right? So after that it will be, after that this one sales will be goes to the sales table. After this all things are go to sales details table. There is a method called save, right? So we have put it the assign function. You have to go to the avoid, both are avoid. That's the thing here. You will be able to check this console log as well, whether it's working fine or not. After this, all the things are working as we our requirements. The record is will be save as sales and sales details is created successfully. So your sales created successfully. Sales created successfully. If there any error, it will be error will be displayed, right? So all are fine. Okay, so don't worry. This also what I provide you. Okay, don't worry. This is the efficient way to write the code, right? So now I'm going to go to run the code and check it. Um, Already running the application. Control C to copy is stop. Run again. It's running. So what I did here is, so what are the server? I'm going to keep the post method. So get this same the category. So that category. This products is same code. This one is a port we are running. 7000 port. Here this one could be what is the API is coming. Say API. PI the routes sales create this API, right? Sales create. So you have the body row open and close bracket. Here we have to write the same thing. You can see here. I need only sales here. Go to sales detail. Sales only we have only the subtotal only. So you get this subtotal. Paste it over here. Simply you have to write like this. Get it? You not leave any mistakes. Subtotal or subtotal. Let's do the example. Your 6000 as subtotal. Comma. What are the item which is a, so these are that. So here sales details. So sales details goes here. These are the sales ID item. All things you are getting here. Copied. Paste to the postman over here. Right. This is how we have to get it. Okay. Here we have to write sales ID. Sales ID. We have to get rid of these lines. Okay, here we no need to put it this one. Sales ID also need is automatically created sales ID. So we not the sales ID. So here subtotal and we need item only. Okay, sales ID is automatically created. Okay, so we no need to put it here. Here only the product name. You can write sugar, comma, write it's a price. So price 50,000. Quantity 10, comma, total 3,000. That's it. So here comma another products which is a ice something 5,000. Okay, just like this. Okay, 5 here, 10,000 altogether. So 2000, 3000, jam. Okay, I just check it. Click send button. What's error? Can't process sales create. Okay, what's error going on? Where's the routes? Okay, the route is I'm not calling the route set. Okay, so here go to the server. So your server, when the request is coming, the sales route. So you have to copy this products, this one. Here also we didn't call the sales route. This one should be sales routes. It also available here, sales route here. If we are not calling it, not work this routes part. Okay, so here also defining the here also define the sales route. Sales route you have to call it here. Just copy it, paste over here. Control stable, Control C to call stop. It will run it again. What's error? Back get that error. Sales route model sales. What is error? Model sales. So it's back to sales route. Sales controller, right? That's fine. Some problem with this one. This one where it's coming from sales controller. There's a sales controller. It's a models, not models, models. The folder which will be models. That's why it's fine. Okay, what's the errors coming on? You have to read the error. Some students are not reading, but they are comment me. So now it's running fine. Now running fine. Now let's check back. Now the sales created successfully. Bring back to the application. Over here, go to our DB first. Refresh it. Here sales details, all things are here. All things are created successfully. Click on this here. Subtotal is display over here. The subtotal display. Here subtotal is display. Let's look at the sales details table. Here it's successfully created. Here sugar. Here it's successfully here. It's successfully created. Here it will be calculated. Here it will be calculated. All things are calculated through this code. Okay, like this. Perfectly, it's working. I hope you guys you understood things well. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. If you love my channel, please subscribe me, like me. Thank you for watching.